fight. It's a close fight, but honestly, I think I'm gonna go with Shakur. Like Shakur said earlier, he's been boxing guys like Teo his whole life and been making easy work out of guys like that. So I think tomorrow night is no difference.
Stylistically, what does Teofimo have to do then to defeat Shakur?
Honestly, I don't see, as far as him, I don't see anything he can do to defeat Shakur. You know, he's a guy that relies on a lot of big power punches and counter punching. And with a guy like Shakur, he don't got enough in his toolbox to deal with that type of style. I told Teo that when I seen him a few months ago. He told me that I'm saying that because I was used to Shakur, but I'm telling him it's different. So he'll see tomorrow night.
Just talk to me about tomorrow's fight, brother, real quick. How do you think it plays out style-wise?
I think it's 50-50, so it's going to be a good fight.
Is he losing his mind, or is he just playing games? That was the question after the final press conference at Madison Square Garden. Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson finally came face-to-face, and it was more than a stare-down. It felt like a mental battle. Shakur brought out a bottle of tequila for Teofimo's absent father and hinted that he was drugged in a hotel lobby. The room went silent. Teofimo didn't react with anger. He smiled, laughed lightly, and said his father was just downloading.
Where my father at?
Yeah.
Yeah, where is he?
Right now. He got a hangover, that's where he at.
No. Where is he at? I kid you not. My father
he was in the lobby last night.
My father, he seen him. Took him to the
He was in the lobby last night.
He downloading.
He was in the lobby last night.
Yo, but wait, hold up.
They download?
My father has gotten to all of y'all so well. In the moment he ain't here today, you guys all riled on
That's
it.
why he was.
Look at that. Look how. Hey, hold on. Look how God worked
last night.
Look how God worked. He had a present from my father, and my father ain't here.
That's why he was nodding in the lobby last night.
Look how God worked. Good and evil, ladies and gentlemen. Good and evil, and I promise you, Saturday night, good will win.
He probably still messed up from last night.
The moment felt strange and uncomfortable. The tension was heavy, and it made it clear that this fight might be decided mentally before the punches are even thrown.
What do you think about that matchup and how they get together?
I think that's another fun matchup, man. I feel like Shakur is gonna beat him fairly easy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Tio know exactly who he's facing. And I just feel like Shakur is just so focused, so locked in. But not only that, I just feel like his IQ is just on a whole nother level. Shakur IQ is crazy, for real. And he's going to show that, January 31st, he's going to show that he levels ahead of Teofimo, for sure.
Right now, most people are counting Teofimo Lopez out. The bookmakers have him as a big underdog at plus 350, which feels disrespectful for a lineal champion. But Teofimo has always been dangerous in this position. Before the Lomachenko fight, people said he was too inexperienced. Before the Josh Taylor fight, they said he was done. Both times, he proved them wrong. Shakur Stevenson is chasing his 4th world title and wants to become the face of boxing. Fighting Teofimo as an underdog is risky, because this is where Teofimo performs best.
Great matchup, tough fight. I want to see what Teofimo shows up, because sometimes it's Teofimo, the great fighter who beat Lomachenko, who beat Taylor. That's a tough Teofimo. But then we've also seen him, in off nights.
Right.
And so that's kind of the only question that I have. Which Teofimo's gonna show up.
What do you think he has to do to kind of deal with a guy like Shakur Stevenson? How would you approach a fighter like Shakur Stevenson if you were Teofimo Lopez with the attributes that he has?
I would think Teofimo, being that technically he's a bigger fighter, bigger size. He's been at the weight class a little more, and then just maybe build into it more. I would think he would have to use that, size as an advantage. But it's hard to say, because Shakur Stevenson's so fucking good at what he does. Defense is on point, speed is on point, footwork is on point. And he's really one of the best skilled fighters out there. So it's hard to say, oh, this is what you gotta do. No, it ain't easy, trust me. But being Teofimo, again, if he's bigger, naturally stronger, then he should try to use that, to his advantage.
There are many rumors about Teofimo's mental state. Some insiders believe the pressure has finally caught up with him. His retirement talks and strange behavior have raised questions. Even Shakur called him emotional and delusional. But history shows that Teofimo is most dangerous under pressure. He struggled in fights like Sandor Martin and Jermaine Ortiz, but when the spotlight is biggest, he usually finds another level. The question is whether his behavior is a real problem or just mind games.
Super fight we have tomorrow, Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez. Who are you leaning towards?
I'll tell you what, a fight that I believe that's going to live up to all his expertise and all the talent that both guys have. But Shakur Stevenson is to me, has more weapons to win with, more weapons to confuse anybody on his level. And also, the best they can be will not be enough. I believe that Shakur will win, but it will be a close fight, but not a controversial fight. I believe both guys are going to show the world why they're in that weight division, the top 2, top 3. I'm not going to go no lower than that, the best in that division. And that's going to be something that's going to be special for us. We all going to win come tomorrow night.
All right, on that note, you said Shakur, but what's the keys to victory for Teofimo Lopez to get it done?
To be able to
beat Shakur. He's your favorite fighter. How does he get it done?
He's going to have to make Shakur be everything that he is not. He's going to have to change everything that Shakur does well, and that's not easy. But is it possible? Anything is possible, especially in boxing. But I believe that that type of back and forth rivalry and that type of determination is going to be what makes a good fight.
Is this like a Leonard Hearns?
I'll say it's more like a Duran and Leonard.
Oh, okay.
Shakur Stevenson also has pressure on him. For a long time, fans called him boring and accused him of running instead of fighting. But his last fight against William Zepeda changed opinions, stood his ground and traded punches. Now the concern is which version of Shakur will show up. If he fights too safely, Teofimo can counter him. If he fights aggressively, he risks getting caught by the power of a natural 140-pound fighter. Either way, the danger is real.
How do you see the fight playing out tomorrow, man?
Shakur, unanimous decision. Question for you. So obviously Shakur's your little brother and you support him. But when you hear him on stage saying, I want to prove that I'm the best boxer in the world today, is there any like sort of competitive fire in you that sparks back up, or you're done?
Not at all.
So you're comfortable with him saying that? You ready to relinquish it? No doubt.
He is the best boxer in the world. You know, and tomorrow he can show it. You know, it's a lot of people that can say whatever they want. They can say this and say that, but tomorrow Shakur Stevenson will be victorious in tremendous fashion.
You face Shakur Stevenson in Las Vegas. What makes it so difficult? What do you think Teo needs to look out for, given your experience with Shakur Stevenson?
I could say not getting greedy inside the ring with him, not losing focus, not letting him get into his game plan when it comes to invite you, because there's no option. There's either you fight his game or you fight no game, because we see him with Dos Santos. He didn't try to put the pressure on him, and it was an extremely somewhat boring fight because neither or was trying to set the tone inside the ring. So if you're gonna set the tone with someone with Shakur, you better have a game plan, because the guy he's gonna be patient. He's not gonna get off his game plan to fall into your trap. So if I'm Teofimo Lopez coach, I would tell him not to lose focus, not to get frustrated inside the ring. Stick to your game plan, whatever game plan it is. If it's A, B, C, you know, whatever it is, stick to it and go for it. But someone like Shakur Stevenson, like I said, you know, it's easier said than done with a fighter like that, because you know it's not like he's too back from you. He's just right there in your face, and once you throw, he just rocks back a little bit and touches you. Then it becomes very frustrating. Then when you start loading up, then he does it again. He starts loading up in his shots, but just outboxing you. So I would just say, it's like I said, it's a tough one for me to pick who will come out victorious. That's why I go with the 50-50 fight.